Alright. I'm gonna finish the Smile Dog creepypasta. I was stopped right here last Tuesday. So, okay, I'm gonna start right here. The things Mary said made little sense, but fit with Paladin. I was accepted, though I could not see her. I could tell from her voice that she was crying, and more often than not her objects. To speaking with me, it centered around, and I cannot pronounce that. I can't pronounce that. On her dreams. Her nightmares, Terrence apologized profusely when we creases of the excuse. And I did the best take the slide recall that I wasn't reporter in search of a story, but a mere a crisis young man in search of a little information because besides though I thought at the time I could perhaps find other similar case if I put my okay, never mind, yeah I did read that. Okay, yeah I did read that. In 2005 I was only the wait, I did read that. Okay, yeah, I did read this. Okay. Okay. I think those who claim to have seen and smiled JPEG often a weekly joke that they were far too busy to save. Oh, yeah, okay. I did read this too. Okay. This is, of course, not a description given immediately after viewing in the pictures, but rather a collection of the victims who claim to have seen the picture endlessly repeated in their minds and eye and during the time they are in reality having expectic fits. These fits are reporting to courting indeterminately, often while the victims sleep, resulting in an ability foul and disturbing nightmares, and these may be treated with medication, though the seems it is more effective than others. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, so I start right there. Oh, wait, no. Think right there. I don't know, but I'm gonna read it. You see, for 15 years I have been haunted by Smile JPEG. Smile Dog comes to me in my sleep every night, and I know that sounds silly, but it is true. There is invisible quiet about my dreams, my nightmares that makes them completely unlike in any real dreams I have ever had. I do not move and do not speak. I suddenly look ahead. And only thing ahead of me is the scene of the horrible picture I see. The bebocking hand, and I see a smile dog, it talks to me. Okay. It is not a dog, of course, though. I am not quite sure That is where it is. It tells me it will leave me alone. If only I do as it asks. All I must do, it says, is spray the wood. That is how it phrases it demands. And I know exactly what I means. It wants me to show it to someone else. And I could the week after my accident I received in the mail a Maria envelope with no return address. Inside was only a 1.5-inch floppy disk. Without having a checker, I knew precisely what was it on it. I thought for a long time about my option dependence. I could show it to a stranger or co-worker. I could even show it to Terence as much as the idea disgusted me. And what would happen then? Well, if Smile Dog kept its word, I could sleep. Yet if I lied, what would I do? And who was to say something worse would not come for me if I did as the creature said, ask. So I did nothing for 15 years, though I kept the disc hiding amongst my things. Even night for 15 years, Smile Dog has come to me in my sleep and demanded that I spread the word for 15 years. I have stood strong through. There have been hard times. Many of my fall victims on the BBS board where I first encountered a small JPEG stopped posting. I heard some of them commit suicide. Holy shit. Others remained completely silent, suddenly disappear off the face of the web. They are the ones I worry about the most. I suddenly hope you will forgive me, Mr. L, but the last summer you connect me on my husband about an interview. I was near the breaking point. I decided I was going to give you the floppy disk. I did not care if Smile Dog was lying or not. I wanted to end. You were a stranger, someone I had no connection with, and I thought I would not feel swallowed when you took the disc as part of your research and steal your fate. Before you revive, I realized that was plotting to ruin your life. I could not stand the thought, in fact I still cannot. I am ashamed, Mr. L, and I hope that wasn't one with dissuade you from the full investigation of Smile JPEG. You may in the time encounter someone who is not, if not weaker than I, then wholly more depraved. Someone who will not hesitate to follow Smile Dog's orders. Stop while you are still whole. Suddenly, Mary and E. Terence connect me later that month with the news that his wife had killed herself while cleaning up the vicious things that she left behind, closing email accounts and the like. He happened upon the above message. He was a man and Strimbles he slept his. He told me to listen to his wife's device. He found the disc and he received and then burned it until it was nothing but stinky pile of black plastic. The part that most disturbed him, however, was how the disc had hissed as it melted, like some sort of the animal, he said. I was admitted that was a little concerned about how to respond to this. At the first I thought perhaps it was a joke with the couple belated playing with this situation in order to get the ways out of me. A quick check of several Chicago newspapers' online obituaries, however, proved that Mary M. was immediately dead. There was, of course, no mention of suicide in the article. I decided that for a time at the least I would not follow the subject of the Smile JPEG, especially since I have finals coming up at the end of May. But the world has odd ways of testing us. About almost a full year after I did return from my disastrous interview with Mary E., I received another email. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop here and then finish it, so yeah.